What's up guys, girls, and bottles of cherry Pepsi? As I'm sure you've seen probably 100 times by now, RobTop has released the third and supposedly final sneak peek for 2.2 on May 15th. This, as stated by him, means that the next step is to actually release 2.2 and that there should be no more videos, previews, or teasers before it. Well, other than the one that he dropped in the GD Discord the same day. So, what does this mean for the release date? Well, in this video, firstly, I'm going to do a brief analysis of everything that we saw in the sneak peek, similar vein to what I did with the second sneak peek. Then I'm going to talk about the next 5 months of time as potential release dates and how likely I find them to be. So without further ado, let's hop in. So, there's a lot to unpack here. This sneak peek is unique in a few different ways. Firstly, unlike pretty much every sneak peek before this one, almost everything in it is new. It's not just like a new game mode or new textures or something, it's all new. Most of the stuff here looks to be custom made. You've got custom textures, custom animations, custom sound effects.
Fire in the hole!
And in addition to that, this is the first entirely platformer mode sneak peek, which I think is pretty cool. Now, what's actually shown here? Well, since you asked, in chronological order we see new textures, jump and land sound effects, item collect sounds, bubbly sound effects, collapsing platforms, orb sounds, placeable checkpoints, lava launchers that run on a cycle, rising and falling platforms, rotating platforms, a blue coin, bats with custom sound effects, buttons, a facial identification software, dialogue from an unknown scary man, a gate to hell, and what appears to be a file explorer for all the sound effects that can be used in-game. Whew. Okay, yeah, cool. So now that we got that out of the way, it's time to talk about it. Well, first off, custom sound effects are pretty cool, but honestly, they just seem really different from the other 2.2 stuff that we've seen so far. And I really think that it could have just been saved for like a future update or something. But I mean, yeah, sound effects are definitely cool. And as I've heard, they aren't fully custom, so you can't upload your own sound files, it seems. And they come from like a preset audio library that RobTop determines. And that's probably for the best. Placeable checkpoints actually seem really cool to me and are honestly probably my favorite detail about the sneak peek. The only thing that I wonder is, like, will this still be considered normal mode? Like, if there's checkpoints in the editor placed by the creator, is that now the practice mode checkpoints? Can you place your own still? Or are the checkpoints just part of normal mode now? I'm leaning more towards the side that they'll still be normal mode, since platformer levels have the capability to just be way longer than regular levels now. And lastly, as I said before, this is the first fully platformer mode sneak peek video we've ever had. The first sneak peek showed some stuff in platformer mode, but it wasn't exclusive. And now what I wondered about this was, is this level going to be the first fully platformer mode official level? Now I've heard mixed responses about this. Some people say they do think this level will be the first platformer RobTop level. Some people think that the level shown at the end of the first sneak peek will be, and some think that neither will be, and maybe the first RobTop platformer level will be coming in like 2.3 or something. I think all the sides are pretty interesting to ponder, and honestly, I don't really know which one I believe more. I definitely don't think we're gonna have to wait till 2.3 for it. I think that one of these two will probably be it, but I'm not really sure which one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. I love reading your guys' thoughts on these kinds of things. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about the sneak peek itself. Pretty much everything else shown is more stuff with sound effects or platformer mode in general. So now onto the release date stuff. I'm going to go over the next 5 months as potential candidates for the release date and how plausible I think that each of them are. Before we get into that though, I just want to remind you guys, because this works I guess, to hit subscribe if you are enjoying the video because we are closing in on 100k really fast. Alright, chilling is over, back to the video. Now, while I'd love for the update to come out like next week, since that's when I'll be back home for the summer and I'll be able to grind content, I just don't really see it happening. It's just way too soon after the sneak peek. If the sneak peek had come out earlier in May, then I could see how it might come out by the end of the month, but as it stands right now, I think it's pretty safe to clear May as a candidate for 2.2, because it's just too soon. Now, feel free to disagree with me, but this is the one that I'm really gunning for. I think June is a perfect month for 2.2 to come out. Everyone will be on summer break, which is great for the game since most of the player base is children, who will have nothing but time to play the game on their hands. It'll be a huge surge in activity for the GD community on YouTube as well, since every GD YouTuber, myself included, will have tons of new capabilities for videos to make. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. If 2.2 comes out in June, I think that I'm probably gonna be able to hit 100k by July just by how much more exposure GD YouTube will have. And that's another reason that I'm really hoping it comes out here. But yeah, I think June is a solid candidate for the release date. Adequate wait time after the sneak peek, target demographic will have nothing but free time to play the update, and GD YouTube would be stronger than ever. What more can I really say? July is a really weird middle ground for me. In my mind, I only see this happening if Rob discovers some massive bug that needs fixing in May or June, and ends up delaying until July for that reason. I really don't see any ways to justify the update coming out in July, because it's kind of right smack in the middle of 2 months that I, and other people have a lot of faith in. Could 2.2 come out in July? I mean, yeah. Why would it? I have no idea, but if it did, I mean, it would still be pretty beneficial to the community for the same reasons as June. Middle of summer break, kids off school still, YouTubers grinding content. Most of the benefits of a June release date would benefit July pretty much just as well, really. I don't expect the update to come out in July, but I really wouldn't be surprised if it did. Alright, I've got a pretty controversial opinion on August. I made a community tab post recently about when people think 2.2 will come out, and I have had an unreal influx of people saying they think it'll come out on August 13th, 2023, since that's the 10-year anniversary of the game. Now, here's how I feel about that. What?! Dude, okay, look, bug fixing is one thing. If bugs are still persisting for this long, then that's fine. Take your time, RobTop, and fix your game and clean up your bugs. But if Rob has the update finished in June and just arbitrarily waits until August just for a quirky release date, then I'm gonna be pretty unhappy about that. I mean, think about it. You know all those benefits for June and July that I've mentioned? All of those are out the window in August. August 13th is right at the end of summer break, so all the kids that play the game and a lot of the GD YouTubers will be going back to school right around this time, and will have way less time to play the game and make content on it. So yeah, I think bug fixing is fine, but if Rob intentionally delays 2.2 until August just for a cool and sentimental release date, then I think that is one of the dumbest business decisions on planet Earth. So this is where we start getting into wacky territory. Wacky, silly, goofy territory, even. I know Rob has lied about time before, but since he said the third sneak peek should be the final one, I really don't see it taking this long. There's basically zero benefits to this release date anymore. RobTop has had really bad update release times in the past, but I just really don't see him taking until September or beyond to bug fix the update. People will be well into school at this point, and the game just won't see nearly as much traffic. Don't get me wrong, 2.2 is a massive update and will definitely explode the game's popularity. I just think the effects won't be nearly as pronounced if it comes out in September or October or something like that. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the release date possibilities and the sneak peek itself. As for the release dates, I mean, May or June? Yeah, I could see that, and I'm hoping for it, really. July or August? I mean, maybe, but I really hope not. September or beyond? I mean, the human race is pretty much done for at that point. So with that all said, thank you guys very much for watching, I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys all in the next video.